And we are live. We are back on a football discussion, and we are here for something that I'm very excited about. I'd say my most anticipated episode so far. I say that every time, but this truly is. We're mock drafting, and today I'm here with Hugo.
Hi guys. Very excited to do this episode ahead of the draft on Thursday.
Absolutely. This is going to be like, I was saying to Hugo earlier, we're going to kind of go with slight realism, but also, we're the GMs of these teams. So if we see fit to go maybe a little bit outside of what's being mocked currently, then we're going to do that. So we're going to get into it here. Hopefully, you should be able to see the screen being recorded here. We've got this mock draft will involve trades as well. So we've got that.
Yep.
Got the PFF Plus and everything. And we're ready to go. Right. So before we get into it, we're going to do heads or tails. So who's picking odds? Who's picking evens? So what?
I'll go tails. I'll go tails.
You're going tails, okay. Tails wins, my friends. Odds or evens?
I'll go odds.
You're going odds.
I'll go odds because it makes my job very easy.
Lovely. You will.
Well, first pick.
You're on the clock.
First overall, there's not a doubt in my mind, Bryce Young.
Lovely.
Get him on the team, sign him up, sign the contract, big boy. He's in.
Bingo. Bryce Young's been taken number 1 overall. I think that's kind of looking more likely to happen in real life as well. Like, I think it was him and CJ Stroud, and they're kind of like, ooh, who's it going to be? Is it Stroud? Is it Young? I think Young's kind of taken that step now where it's like, nah, he's the first overall pick.
100%. Heisman winner.
Absolutely. This puts me in a spot of an interesting spot now. Pick 2. The Texans, they could kind of do anything. We've got kind of the two big dogs going at each other, with Adam Schefter saying that they're most likely not going to take a QB at 2, and Ian Rappaport's going, listen, until someone tells me otherwise, the Texans are taking a QB. And so, I don't really know what the Texans are going to do. However, we're going to spice it up. I think we're going to make it interesting. I think what is looking more and more likely to possibly happen is that Will Anderson Jr. is going off the board here at pick 2. And the Texans are getting him. He's going to be a centerpiece of DeMeco Ryans' new defense over there. And I love it. Get him in. S. Rusher from the SEC.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Mills is their quarterback of the future. I think they are going to look for another quarterback, but there's just a lot of exciting players in this draft, and I think they'd be very silly not to take him.
Absolutely. There's, I feel like that DeMeco Ryans, especially in his introductory press conference, he said, we don't have to take a quarterback. We're not tethered to taking a quarterback at 2. They of course have to pick 12 as well. They've got other assets. They could trade up as well. Like currently, only Bryce Young is off the board. Stroud is still available. Richardson and Levis is still available. So They've got a lot of options. You're back on the clock now, my friend.
Cardinals, very tricky one. Again, a team that are a bit lost at the minute, I'd say. New coach. I'm going to go Carter.
You're going to go Jalen Carter?
I'm going to go Jalen Carter.
Ooh. This is a bit of an out there one. Obviously, I had my interview with Bo Brock from PHNX
of course, Cardinals fan yourself.
Absolutely. The other day. And I asked him straight up, I was like, Jalen Carter, when I was doing my evaluation and everything, I had him as my best player in this draft, kind of originally. I dropped him to 5 just because of the kind of the legal issues and obviously everything that happened off the field. And I asked him, do you think the Cardinals take him? And, he said, I'm not sure. But I think that at 3, I think it's, I don't know. But I could see it, especially if Will Anderson's here and, people are kind of hesitant on Stroud.
Yeah.
That there's not really anyone to trade up for currently.
I think they either take a big name like that, or a lot of people saying Cardinals trade with the Raiders.
I think that could be a possibility.
Yeah,
and
then they take CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I think that could be happening. I think there's still a few trades that could be had here in this slot. For me, with the Colts, though, I think there's not going to be a trade. Stroud is still available, but I think I'm going to be spicy again. I think the Colts, I've kind of seen them be tethered to Will Levis a lot recently.
Exactly.
I think that's their man. So I'm going to lock it in from the University of Kentucky. Will Levis is an Indianapolis Colt.
100%. I definitely think that's where they'll pick. Obviously, a few people saying there's been a few rumours that he's going number 1 overall. I think that's just chatter to try and
definitely, yeah.
get a few
Someone trying to scoop the
NFL
bookies.
Plus subscriptions. And,
Yeah, someone trying to
and
scoop the
NFL
bookies.
Plus subscriptions. And,
Yeah.
Seahawks, obviously pretty set for quarterback with Geno just coming out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
Deciding to play sensational.
I can fill some positions if you'd like. I think there could be a trade to be had.
I don't think it would be stupid for them to trade down.
Yeah, I can have a look at some potential possibility. Who do you think would? I mean, if someone's coming up
at this point, the Raiders wouldn't trade. I don't think there's.
Ooh.
Would you? This can be fascinating listening me just going to them for 5 Yeah, I'm going to go Jackson Smith.
Jackson Smith. Ooh, I like it. Another weapon for Geno Smith.
Yeah, I think DK Metcalf's he's been quiet recently. I think the only thing I've seen of him is that clip of Buda Baker, him chasing him down. That goes around every week with a new meme on it. But who knows? This might be what he needs to bring him out of his shell a bit. And like you said, it's another weapon for Geno Smith.
Absolutely. That would make an incredible trio as well. Of him, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. That would
very nice. Very nice.
For me at pick 6, I said this in the Bo Brock interview as well. I think Devon Witherspoon he's a lion even though he's not a lion until the draft. Like, he is exactly what Dan Campbell wants on that team, and he's the sixth overall pick for me. Yeah,
and with Okuda being traded to the Falcons again, it's a pick that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a need there now, and I think like he just embodies what Dan Campbell wants. So it's perfect.
Absolutely, and I think if this man is still on the board by the time the Raiders come to pick, I think it's very obvious that CJ Stroud will be a Raider. So lock that in.
Absolutely. I think if this happens in real life, it's gonna be one of those where they're just running up. They don't take the full 10 minutes.
No.
30 seconds when the pick is in.
If that.
Yeah. Ooh. I want the Falcons. Now, obviously, it does say there that Falcons, QB is a need. However, I think the more and more that we're kind of listening, the Falcons, they're going with Desmond Ridder. They're not kind of in a rush to win. They've kind of got a younger team. So I think there's a few options. I think Christian Gonzalez can definitely be an option. But I'm going to go with someone who played their college ball, very local, and go with the edge, Nolan Smith. He's my personal favourite player in this class. I just think the athleticism is off the charts, that first step, everything about him. And I think that he really becomes a prized possession on this Atlanta Falcons defence.
Yeah, local especially.
Exactly.
Again, this pick is fairly, I'd say, obvious. Bears traded down in no need of a QB.
Yeah.
Got their QB of the future. Get him some protection. 100%. And I'm going to go with Peter, and I'm not even going to attempt it. Because I've heard the broadcasters get it wrong.
Ooh.
I'm not going to go for it.
Peter Skoronsky is what I've...
Peter Skoronsky, there we go.
Get him in at Northwestern.
Fields, I don't see him leaving there anytime soon.
No, I think he really took a leap last year.
100%.
And you got to get some help though, I think. Yeah. And especially day 2, we've got to be looking at a receiver. They need all the help they can get at a receiver. Obviously, they got DJ Moore. They still need more, frankly.
Yeah, they still need more. Yeah, exactly.
So they got to have a lot.
Not a lot of threats coming outside of the quarterback position on that team.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Now we're on the Eagles pick 10. The Eagles, they don't really need much. Obviously, there were a few players they lost in free agency and such. But I think, linebacker and safety is kind of their biggest needs, but you're not going to draft them at pick 10. I think if he's still available at this spot, I don't see how they're not taking Bijan Robinson. He's an insane back. They obviously lost Miles Sanders to the Panthers. Just get a replacement back in, and you're going to get him for 4 years of, making decent money, especially for a running back where we've seen teams that don't really want to pay them. We've seen the Giants with the whole Saquon thing, and is he kind of sitting out and whatnot. And, you get Bijan Robinson for 4 years. It's an incredible deal.
Yeah, young player as well, fresh legs, be able to run the ball relentlessly.
Yeah.
And then, obviously Hurts will shine as well.
Exactly. Moving on with the Titans now. You're back on the clock, you though.
Getting nervous.
Starting to get a little bit shaky.
Yeah, exactly. Go on, scroll a bit.
I can scroll you down, Sorry, down.
It's very professional.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Go up a bit. I'm going to go Paris Johnson Jr.
Paris Johnson Jr. I think that's a very nice pick there.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting nervous now whether I'm being judged for these picks or not.
It is nervous, yeah.
Yeah.
I put out a story the other day and I was like, in 2021 when I was first started doing these mock drafts, they're just on my phone. No one's seeing them.
Now you're putting them out there.
Yeah, I can choose to send to people I want to, but now we're in this bit where everyone's gonna be judging us.
Yeah,
we're gonna know, and everyone has bad draft takes.
100%. Yeah,
like
we've all been there.
We've all had them.
We've all done our Jamarcus Russells.
Absolutely. Now we're up with the Texans on the clock again. I think that if Anthony Richardson is still here, they are running in to put that card in. He's the fourth of those 4 QBs that we think are going in the first round.
100%.
And he has all the physical tools to be a monster in this league.
Yeah.
And he's clearly got the work ethic. The other day he said it's not enough that I got to make it to the NFL. I got to be a Hall of Famer by the end of my career. That's what you want to hear in your franchise QB. I'm sure it's what D'Amico Ryans wants to hear. So we're locking it in. Anthony Richardson, he's a Texan. And we've got a trade here that just happened the other day.
Yeah.
The Packers have now switched with the Jets to go for pick 13. Obviously, that was an Aaron Rodgers deal. They included a 5th round pick going with the Jets and a second round pick in this draft and a conditional second in next year's draft that could become a first if Aaron Rodgers plays 65% of the Jets snaps. So, yeah, you're back on the clock, you guys.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because, even I forgot that Jordan Love's there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Forgot he was there completely. So I don't think they'll go for a QB.
No.
Especially at this point. There's obviously not any quarterbacks, I'd say, with a pick this high to take. So I think I'm going to go with Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, I like it.
Go with Dalton Kincaid.
I like it. I especially like it because the Packers steadfast refuse to pick offensive players for Aaron Rodgers in the first round. And as soon as he's shipped out of town, get him a fancy new weapon. Dalton Kincaid, we love him.
Yeah, I just think that if they want Jordan Love to be their quarterback of the future, they have to get him some weapons.
Oh, absolutely.
He's not generational to the point of Rodgers where I don't need any weapons. I'll throw it to whoever's down there.
Good old Randall Cobb.
Yeah, Randall Cobb. What a player.
Yeah. Oh, now we're with the New England Patriots, and I'm seeing Christian Gonzalez staring at me. A lengthy corner. Yeah. Is that the Patriots? They love them.
Yeah. If he can't draft a lacrosse player, make it a lengthy corner.
Lengthy corner. We're locking it in. Christian Gonzalez is a Patriot.
Now the Jets. Obviously not a quarterback needed. Go on, give us a scroll, Michael. Give us a scroll.
A bit of a scroll, yeah, go on.
He does it at such a nice speed as well.
I do.
Yeah, up a bit. Go with Broderick Jones.
Broderick
Jones to the Jets. Old quarterback, obviously. Aaron Rodgers at an age now where if he takes 1 sack, it's probably 2 weeks off. So yeah, just make sure he has plenty of protection, I'd say.
Absolutely, yeah, I love it. I think that's kind of mainly what the Jets need, And Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be very happy when he sees, he's going to be pissed when the Packers take Kincaid, and then he's like, "Oh, I've got an offensive player,
exactly,
with a 1st round pick. Like, what is this?" So yeah, he's going to be loving life. Now we're on to the Commanders.
Oof.
And I'm feeling a bit spicy.
Oh yeah,
possibly. I'm possibly feeling it. And I'm seeing a Joey Porter here.
Oh, I think that is a beautiful pick.
I think that they got a need at corner.
Plenty of spice.
And I'm loving it. Joey Porter to the Commanders.
Steelers. Again, a team with a defense that is amazing, I'd say. On its day. TJ Watt, obviously, a hell of a player.
Incredible.
Not a lot going on offense, though.
No.
Kenny Pickett struggling. Obviously you've got Trubisky, talking about draft busts earlier. That one aged about as well as a pint of milk. I'd have to go on, give us a scroll.
Yeah, I'll give you another scroll.
Give a little scroll. Go on, head back up.
Go on, I can head back up.
Give me Darnell Wright.
Darnell Wright.
Yep. Bit of protection.
Yeah, I like.
Take a bit of pressure off Pickett and see how he plays.
I very much like it. Especially, like, I don't know if you've seen this, but Bengals, Darnell Wright, obviously a left tackle, he played left tackle at Tennessee, and a Bengals fan had put out a tweet and were like, Darnell Wright is a right tackle, not a left tackle. And he came in his DMs and was like, shut up, you've never played a down of football in your life.
I love that.
I love it. Mate, he wants the left tackle money. Let him be a left tackle.
Did you see Jalen Rager got a DM off a fan about fantasy football, and he went nuts. About 4 paragraphs.
I love it. I love it when and the players just go, I don't care about your fantasy team.
Yeah.
Right, we're moving on to the Lions. We've got another one of my favourite prospects in this draft, Kalijah Kancey, and I think that he's screaming out as a Lion as well. He's another one of them that's a Dan Campbell pick. And when I saw him run his 40, I was watching it on my little beanbag in a dorm room, and it was I was like, wow. I was like, Sam, you got to see this. It was insane. So Kalijah Kancey is a Detroit Lion.
Yeah, that 40, I tell you what, shivers down my spine.
I know.
It's scary stuff.
And is the fact that his measurables are so similar to Aaron Donald's is like, you don't want to compare anyone to him, but like, he is as close as you get, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh, the Buccaneers.
Here we go.
A team that could do with a lot more draft picks, I'd say. Just a whole new team, I think. Was it Devin White's requested a trade?
Yeah.
God. Obviously had that super team that took them to the Super Bowl with Tom Brady, but now are being left a bit short.
Baker Mayfield's Buccaneers now.
Yeah, very odd. Will he start? I reckon.
It's going to be an interesting battle, and obviously they've also got Kyle Trask, so it's going to be an interesting battle. Kyle Trask has never started an NFL game, never thrown a ball in an NFL match before. Baker Mayfield, obviously former number 1 overall pick. I think that's probably the most interesting QB battle there's going to be.
Baker Mayfield is throwing a lot of balls, just sometimes, most of the time, to the wrong team. You
could say.
I give them Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer, I like
Michael Mayer.
Yeah, give him a new weapon.
Yeah. I think if in doubt, you've got young QBs or a QB battle, make sure they've got stuff to prove themselves with.
Yeah, exactly. I think that makes so much sense, especially they're picking so low down. They're not. I don't see the Buccaneers trading up. They don't really have the capital to do that. So just get yourself a weapon, and I think they're probably going to be in the mix for Caleb Williams or Drake May next year.
Yeah.
So we're now on to the Seattle Seahawks with the second of their picks, and I think I'm going to be looking at some couple of the interior offensive linemen, seeing who's about. Steve Avilia's there. Is it? It's just I don't know who'd trade up, but I feel like there could be a possible trade of like. I've got an idea.
Oh, he's got an idea.
I've got an idea here. Give me. I want. Where are they on this little list here? Not. Can I type? Not you. The other New York team. I've ruined it. The Giants. Where are they? There we go. Brian Davis. Wrong team. Brian Davis, come talk to me. I think they want to jump. They want to
jumping.
They want to come up. They want to come up. They want to jump the Chargers for a receiver. Now, obviously, the trade is not just going to be they trade straight pick for pick.
Yeah. Of course, there'll be
other stuff. Yeah. But I don't know what that's going to be right now, and I don't want it to be like, we do a realistic trade, and then actually just as a team owner will veto it. So we'll also whack in their second round pick. There we go.
Yeah,
that should be. It's been declined.
We're getting Madden franchised right
now. No. And that's trade lopsided.
Give them Barkley.
I don't know about
with the Barkley Jones.
Oh my god, that's 30%. That's not. That's going to be less. How do I make this more appealing for them?
We can.
Can I do that?
We can just pretend.
I did. It says force this trade. Brilliant.
Oh.
We're leaving that in because that was quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. The Giants they've traded up for a receiver, and looking at everyone, looking at all the receivers, I know my second favourite receiver is Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers
out of Boston College.
Yeah. Hell of a player.
He is. He's my second receiver in this draft.
Yeah.
I really love him. The route run is incredible.
Yeah, very nice feet.
So good. Chargers, then.
Chargers, obviously, Herbert, they're not looking for a QB at all, which, unlike half the teams in this draft. Keenan Allen, starting to age a bit. What is he, 30-odd?
Yeah, he's up there. I think he's 32 now.
And I couldn't tell you another Chargers receiver off the top.
You got Mike Williams as well.
Yeah. I'm sure he's a lovely bloke.
He's Mike Williams, a good receiver.
Yeah. Not top 10.
No, not top 10.
And I think they'll go for a receiver.
I do agree they'll go for a receiver.
And I think that man is Jordan Addison.
Jordan Addison, I like him. Yeah.
Just a young guy. Obviously, you've got Keenan Allen there. Shed loads of experience. Very, very good player. Still, maybe not in his prime, but is still playing a high level of football. Absolutely. Very underrated.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think Jordan Addison's really underrated as well, because obviously when he was his last season with Pittsburgh, he had over 100 catches, over 1,000 yards. Obviously, I think he went to USC, transferred there last year, and obviously he had the new system and everything. A bit of a regression. I think that's kind of moved him down people's lists a bit.
Yeah.
But I think he's still a hell of a player, and I think to get him in the first round is going to be pretty insane. I think there could be a run on receivers, because I'm also going to be looking at a receiver here.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know either of you. I didn't know Tyree Wilson. Why is he so low down on there? On PFF's thing. I would have taken him somewhere else earlier if I'd have known. Tyree Wilson's going to the Ravens.
Done straight. Yeah, that's a very good pick.
Here we are.
I am a Vikings fan. I am a Vikings fan, and I am picking for the Vikings. And I'm not like the deluded Vikings fans on Facebook groups that think Kirk Cousins is Christ incarnate. So I will have a gander at QBs.
Oh, go on.
Give us filter by position.
Filter it for you.
Oh, yeah. Hendon Hooker.
You're Hendon
Hooker, yeah. There's not a lot of linebackers in this draft.
No.
First round ones, and that's kind of what we need. Obviously, Hendricks, going. But I just, Kirk Cousins. Don't get me wrong, on his days, a great player, but is just so mediocre it hurts.
Yeah, I can see it, especially since he's got 1 year left, and I think Hendon Hooker, I think he can be a really good QB. Obviously, the only thing you would say is he is 25, is that age is the age, but he doesn't play like a Kyler or like a Lamar or anything. No. He's more of a kind of stand in the pocket. He's got that kind of more old man QB style, as you want to say, and he's definitely got a very experienced head on his shoulders, and so I think that there's no questions with him. I think whereas like with a Stetson Bennett, there's like character concerns at 25. Yeah. He's nothing like Stetson Bennett in terms of off the field, and I think that I think there's a chance he definitely slips in the first round, especially because you get that 5th-year option with him as well.
Exactly.
Like you have that more team-friendly deal, whereas if you're a second-round pick, 4 years and they could leave. So
and you've got a year left on the quarterback like Kirk Cousins.
Exactly.
A guy who I could definitely see mentoring Hooker.
Yeah, I can see there being a really good dynamic.
Yeah, not like some of the... Was it Rodgers in Green Bay?
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff coming out about him and Favre, and I don't think it will be a situation like that at all, I think.
No. Because Kirk Cousins he's kind of already had the weird when he was drafted in the 4th round when they drafted RG3. So he's kind of already had that weird QB thing.
Yeah, so he knows what it's like.
Yeah, he knows the game.
And obviously he'll have plenty of weapons if he does end up starting with, the best receiving core in the NFL. Not biased though. Of Thielen, Jefferson.
To be fair, it is the best at saving people out of burning cars with KJ Jefferson.
Yeah.
Oh, KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne. Right, we're now on with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I'm seeing Brian Branch here, and he is exactly the DB that they love over in Jacksonville. That is a home run pick. Brian Branch, he's in. And now, obviously, you've got the Seahawks on the clock. Obviously, this comes from the earlier trades with the Giants. They're trading up to hop the Chargers for Zay Flowers. So they're on the board now.
And what time it is.
Oh.
Little scroll.
Go on, little scroll. Of course.
Yeah. And stop there.
Stop there.
John Michael Schmitz.
Yeah.
A team that has always had a horrendous O-line. Watching some of their games,
absolutely, yeah.
Can't bear watching it. So yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you as a Cardinals fan that watches like Seahawks games definitively twice a year. They always it's always someone else is the center, and they're always like a guard, and it's always a rookie. Yeah. It's like a 4th round pick.
They've had to put him in at center.
Yeah, they had to put him in at center. So I think they trade down. They're gonna get like an extra. They got in our trade. They got an extra 2nd round pick. Something like that. And they get him, and they get John Michael Schmitz as a franchise center. I think that's a perfect play for the Cowboys. See, if I was picking the Cowboys, and if it was any other team, realistic, we're looking at the options on the board. I think it could be someone like Miles Murphy is definitely an option. Emmanuel Forbes could be an option. Will McDonald, but because it's the Cowboys, they love their stars. They're the America's team. So I feel like we got to get them Jamal Gibbs.
Yeah,
because that's who the Cowboys would take.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
They've got the Buffalo Bills on the clock.
My picks for winning the Super Bowl this year.
You did have them.
Yeah, Buffalo Bills. I think they're a great young team. But I think they need a bit more on defense, which is why I've got them taking Miles Murphy.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting that Von Miller replacement early.
Exactly. I just think they're a scary team, and if they can become a bit scarier, they can scare their way to a Super Bowl.
Absolutely. I love it. Yeah. Now for me, I'm going to be looking at the Bengals.
Yeah.
We're going to be going, and the Bengals, they got a bit of a void at tight end. And I really, really like Darnell Washington, the 6th lineman. That is literally his Instagram tagline. He is massive, but he makes like Odell Beckham type catches. It is
amazing,
insane. He is a specimen, and I think some team will 100% take him in the 1st round.
Yeah.
So I've got the Bengals taking him here,
especially a team that could do with an extra lineman in the Bengals.
Yeah,
a team that has had a million sacks in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, to have him, like, he is literally the size of an O-lineman, but plays with like the elegance of like the quick, like Travis Kelce. It's
so much fun to watch.
Yeah, he is such a fun player. Now we've got Ahmed Saints on the clock.
Yeah, of course. I'm a big Saints fan. Again, some very odd things going on there. Derek Carr. Yeah, Derek Carr moved there.
It is Derek Carr,
and he's their starter, I believe.
He is, yeah. They got a big 4-year deal.
4 years on Derek Carr. Wow. We're gonna go for a scroll.
I'm gonna go for a scroll. Go on.
Yep.
Yep.
Osiris Torrance.
I like it. Really, really good guard out of Florida. He's got everything, and they need that upfront protection.
They need protection. Yeah, 100%.
I love it. Ooh, we're back with the Eagles.
Yeah.
And the Eagles. I'm intrigued because I feel like they can kind of take anyone. The Eagles can kind of take anyone at this slot.
Yeah, because obviously they got their running back.
Exactly, they got their running back, and they kind of any other holes in the roster they kind of just look at later. So I'm gonna have a little gander at some D linemen because obviously Fletcher Cox only signed a 1-year deal.
Yes,
and I'm seeing Brian Barisi here, and I just think obviously he was a top recruit out of high school.
Yeah,
had injuries and things, didn't show his full potential at Clemson, but I think he's an extremely good player.
Yeah,
and I think they take a flyer on him. You get to see if there's that 50-year option there. I think this is really exciting. So yeah, Brian Barisi is going to be my pick, and now we have the final pick of the first round and of this mock draft. Super Bowl champions and hosts of the NFL draft this year, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Quentin Johnston,
I think. Yeah,
I think wide receiver is. They go through wide receivers like hotcakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, just trying to staple someone in that might stick around at the wide receiver position. So yeah.
Yeah. God, there we are. Mock draft is in the bin. Whoa. We're currently grading.
Oh.
And here we go. Here is the full. Can I? Hold on.
A little scroll.
No, so we're going to have to do a little scrolling. But here we go. We've got number 1 overall, Bryce Young. Number 2, Will Anderson Jr. Number 3 to the Cardinals, Jalen Carter. Number 4, Will Levis. Number 5 to the Seahawks, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Number 6, Devon Witherspoon, with CJ Stroud going 7th to the Raiders. Nolan Smith at 8th to the Falcons. Peter Skoronski going 9th to the Chicago Bears. Bijan Robinson going 10th to the Eagles. Paris Johnson Jr. going 11th to the Titans. Anthony Richardson falling to the Texans at number 12. Dalton Kincaid going at number 13 to the Packers. Christian Gonzalez being picked by the Patriots at 14. Broderick Jones 15 to the Jets. And Joey Porter 16 to the Commanders. Ooh, breath for a second.
Yeah, a bit of a mouthful, that one.
Yeah. Now going up. 17th, Darnell Wright. Kalijah Kancey at 18 with the Lions, at pick 18. Pick 19, Michael Meyer to the Buccaneers. Pick 20 was the Giants, coming up in a trade that we did in this draft.
Yeah.
For Zay Flowers. 21 was the Chargers picking Jordan Addison. 22 with the Ravens taking Tyree Wilson. 23, Hendon Hooker going to the Vikings. 24 with Brian Branch going to the Jaguars. 25th being the Seahawks taking John Michael Schmitz. Cowboys taking that starry pick in Jamal Gibbs. 27th, Miles Murphy going to the Bills. 28th, the 6th lineman, Darnell Washington, going to the Bengals. 29th, Saints taking Osiris Thomas. 30th, Brian Barisi going to the Eagles. And 31st, Quinton Johnston going to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah,
that is a football discussion draft 2023. It's been lovely, mate.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, absolutely. Always love visiting Brighton. And this was just a wonderful excuse to come and do that again. So, yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome, guys. So, there's going to be all of our links in the description, obviously, to our Twitter, to our Instagram, all that stuff. So, give us a follow. Give this video a like and a subscribe. And if you're watching on Spotify, give us a 5-star. Thank you very much for listening, and peace.